guys are tight around here. The first thing you'll need to do is break through the security net surrounding the Augur's Quarter.
Patron isn't gonna be
Hello. Is it your first time in Yusnan? Ask me anything. I know this...
Another lost soul. Thanks for waiting. Let the darkness embrace you.
Quarter. The beautiful fountain and the cactuar statue are both symbols of this delightful part of the city. It's a really popular hangout for couples. I'm afraid you're going to be the only single one here.
And you're worried about my feelings?
Yes, you have come at the appointed time. Your destiny awaits, Savior.
And just what makes you so sure that I'm the savior?
His eye sees the truth. It cannot be denied. We are alchemists who seek the ultimate truth of all things. He has used the alchemic arts on himself. Now he possesses the eye that sees all.
So, what do you want with me?
Listen to his oracle. Your true path as the Savior is known. Now it is time you know it yourself.
An oracle? If you've got something to tell me, I'll listen. But I choose my own path.
Listen, Savior. I say to you that which I have seen. Tomorrow, when the sun hangs highest in the sky, you shall meet us in this place. The encounter is ordained.
Hope, what do you make of these so-called fortune-tellers?
They don't speak very clearly or quickly. But I think what they basically said was, they want you to come...
All right. Give it back.
Huh? Give what back? What are you talking about, lady?
I can get rough, if that's how you want to play it.
Ugh. Do you always go around bullying kids? Go on, take your stupid stuff. I don't want it.
It's not much of an oracle. They're just telling me what to do. Well...
We eagerly await the morrow.
Ooh, I'm beat. That was some date. Another night well spent. Another lost soul. Come and get it. You're down. Life burns bright.
The Savior is a wanted woman now. I don't think running is gonna get you anywhere. You're better off fighting your way through. If you run, you'll end up...
Pray for the dead.
The gate to the Augur's Quarter is locked, but for people in the know, there's always the back route.
You managed to learn about the back route into the Augur's Quarter. Is that enough, or do you want more info?
To the nearest security officer. Calling herself the Savior. She has
How good of you to come and visit our glittering city. This right here is the Augur's Quarter.
Even if I could...
If you don't have an ID, you're never getting into the Augur's Quarter. If you really want to see one of the shows they hold there, you don't have much choice but the tour guide. The tour guide sneaks groups of tourists in through the back route to see the show in the Augur's Quarter. Trust me, he's not that hard to find. In fact, he's about the easiest person to spot.
I think we've got it now. I know how to get you into that palace. The gate to the Augur's Quarter is locked, and that's blocking you from the palace. If you don't have the proper ID, it'll be impossible to get through the front gate.
There are a lot of popular attractions in the Augur's Quarter. People want to see them, and it looks like there's a back route that people without IDs can...
Hail there, my stylish lady. You're just dying to see this show, aren't you? You can try to hide it, but I know what a woman wants.
Maybe. Maybe not. Either way, I don't have an ID to reach the theater.
No worries about that. I can get you a special ticket at a special price.
A ticket, huh?
Oh, you playing innocent? I'm sure you know about the sneaking in special. I help the poor visitors to our fair city, people who don't have the requisite IDs, to see our most famous sight, the show in our illustrious theater. And I'm the only option they've got.
So I buy a ticket and you get me in to see the show, and I've nothing to go on but your word.
My word is good, but I can't offer any guarantees. I mean, who knows if you'll make it back alive? That depends on Lady Luck. So put your trust in Fortuna and your money in my pocket.
Fine. But how about a few more details?
I knew you were up for it. All right, let me explain to you the brilliance of my little tour, shall I? It starts next to the monorail track. You know, the one that carries supplies from the industrial area. Up on that track, you'll find some of the best views in the city. If you know where to look, that is. I can take you up on the track from the industrial area and get you set up all nice and comfy. A perch with a view. You'll be able to see the Augur's Quarter and the theater.
Sounds easy enough. So where does Lady Luck come into it?
Well, the tour's not without danger. The chaos infusions have been hitting the industrial area real hard these days. You might have to fight more than just desperate tourists on your way to the best seats. I don't guarantee your safe arrival or return. All I guarantee is I'm the only way in. Not that it looks like you have plans of actually sitting down and watching a thing, my lady.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. None of my business to say where you might be going or who you might be going after. I'm sure the Savior plays her cards close to her chest.
Gee, was it the posters around town that tipped you off?
I could sell you out to the Palace Guard, you know, make a pretty profit. I guess you'll also have to depend on your luck to see that I don't just do that, Now, don't you feel like coughing up and buying a ticket to my tour? I'll even give you a special price, just for you.
If you want to betray me to the authorities, go ahead. But watch your back if you do.
Ooh, look out for the big bad Savior! A ticket for one. Time's on the ticket. Be in the industrial area by then or you'll miss your chance for the show. One of my helpers will be in front of the gate to the industrial area. Give them that ticket and they'll take real good care of you. You know the area, right? Past Central Avenue and then across the sand in the lower city. We leave on the dot, so don't you dawdle or you'll have to wait for the next tour. Thank you for your business, my good lady.
Every night, there's a play put on in the Augur's Quarter to honor God, the Song of the Savior. It's very popular with tourists, but most visitors just can't get their hands on an ID, so they find another way to see it, from a pretty lofty perch.
Lofty? There's a monorail near the palace that the supply train runs on. Let me guess, the enterprising tourists sneak into the Augur's.
I got fireworks of my own!
That's right. It's the back route we've been looking for. Of course, the crooks who run the tours will most likely have people watching the entrance. You should find that so-called tour guide right away and get the whole scoop.
Search for the intruder called... Calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizen search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair.
The Grand Pulse Tray.
How are you? Houston's fireworks show?
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself
Did you
the
see the
Savior.
play?
She has rose-colored hair. and
Welcome
is
to the
carrying an
only
enormous
shop-
weapon.
Thanks for dropping in.
Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Light and shadow dance together.
Oh, you must be the new recruit. I've heard good things about you, you know? People say you have potential. Now let's see if you live up to the rumors, shall we? So, how's the hunting? You can sell to me or Baird. It doesn't matter. You'll get the same price. All the seeds end up being bought by the... Actually, I'm not supposed to go into that.
Remember, the tour meets up in front of the gate of the industrial area in the lower city. You'll have to be there at 6 p.m. Make sure you're not late, or they'll leave without you.
This is your last act. got a job. Fate is what it is. Time to mix it up. The end is close. It's your funeral. Chaos takes away the grief.